Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today I've got something fun from our friends at Super7, and it's their retro lines, their reaction line. I mean, they've done lots of those. I mean, we've seen quite a few of those because I've shown them to you. The Princess Bride and Dune and Star Trek. I mean, they've done quite a few of those and we enjoy them. And this time it's a new line and it's a new license. And it's a children's program, and it is Sesame Street. So this is quite fun already. And of course, they've started with 4 characters in the first wave. First one is Ernie, of course. If you do have Ernie, you can guess that you've got Bert, not very far behind. And one of the classic characters of Sesame Street, the Count from Count. And last but not least, and it's becoming my favorite of the 4 figures, even though I haven't opened them yet, they are the Yip Yip Martians, because everybody likes the Yip Yip Martians. They don't look that articulated, but who cares? Anyway, so we're going to have a look at them. You've already noticed that each blister has a different color. And we're going to see what those are like. So here you go. We'll start with Ernie, and as you can see, you've got the logo, and you've got an image of Ernie, who's got his rubber ducky here, and of course he's got a rubber ducky accessory. In the back you've got windows, which I think is a very cool way of doing it. So you've got a window for each of the character on the facade of number 1 at Sesame Street. So that's really very cool. I do like that, and we're going to open them. I'll be very careful though, because I mean, for once I'm really enjoying the packaging, so I'm going to try not to damage it. So you're lucky, because I'm not going to rip them out of the packages as I often do. It's actually quite difficult to get him out of his tray. I mean, that's something that I've noticed lately with Reaction. They appear to have tighter trays for their figures, which make the figures not as easy to get. But anyway, here we go. We do have Ernie. He looks absolutely fantastic. He really does. I mean, the deco, the color, the paint job is really good. It's definitely Ernie. I mean, you can't really say that it's the wrong likeness. So it's got 5 points of articulation as usual. So the legs, the arms, and the head. Because they're always 5 points of articulation, and he looks really great. I absolutely love it. And he's got, of course, his rubber ducky. I'm going to try and show the rubber ducky the best way I can. It's very difficult because it's a tiny piece, but even he has been very well decorated. I'm doing my best. I mean, it's difficult because it's a tiny little thing, but the rubber ducky looks absolutely fantastic. And I do believe we can put the rubber ducky in on his hand. Let's try. It would be great if we could. I don't know. It's always the thing with Super7. You do have some accessories that you don't know if they're going to be able to actually carry them. Yes, you can actually put the rubber ducky in Ernie's hand. So that's really cool. So that's the first one. Let's put that aside because we're not chucking it away. And we're going to go and see Bart. So basically, you've got the same back than you had for the first one, except of course this is a yellow packaging, and once again you've got a very nice image of Bert, and he seems to have an accessory as well. So we're going to free him from his plastic prison. So here you go. This is Bert, and Bert is looking as well is looking really fantastic. I mean, if you see both of them together, that's when you see how colorful they are. They really are. And I've already lost the rubber ducky, but I can see it, so I will get the rubber ducky a bit later. And here you go. So basically you've got Bert here. Same thing, he's got really nice paint job, lots of bright color, and he comes with a pigeon. Yeah, he does come with a pigeon accessory, which is kind of fun. I'm pretty sure we can't put the pigeon in his hand. No. I would have been surprised if we could have put the pigeon in his hand. Would have been very surprising. So that's the second one of the lot, and I'm going to get that rubber ducky before I lose it completely. There you go, rubber ducky is back. And yeah, the pigeon for Bert, I'm trying to remember. I haven't watched Sesame Street in way too many years, so I can't remember what the story is with the pigeon, but I'm pretty sure it's an important accessory, because the rubber ducky is important for Ernie. So I'm sure that for Bert the pigeon is important. But anyway, it's number 3 now, and because of course it is Count Fun Count, and once again you do have the same bag but in a different color, and you have a beautiful image of the Count. So the Count doesn't appear to have any accessory. It looks even better out of the packaging. So here we go, this is the Count Fun Count. They haven't forgotten his monocle, so he does have a transparent monocle, and he does have, as I was saying, it's like one of those plastic Star Wars style cape that wraps around the arm, and he looks really cool. I'm actually nicely surprised by the amount of detail, because I mean you can see very well his cravat, and it looks really fantastic. I'm very nicely surprised. I mean, I like reaction figures usually. It seems to be a bit stuck though. Articulation are a bit stuck, so we're going to see. I don't like forcing anything, but it does happen. I mean, from time to time you will have articulation that are a bit stuck. So what you do, instead of forcing like a crazy man, which is something I wouldn't recommend doing because you might break the articulation, you just dunk the figure for a minute or so, or even 30 seconds in hot water, and normally that should free the articulation that's not quite ready. It does happen. I think the reason why it happens that from time to time, when they are packing figures at the factory, so as a result it doesn't stand, because there's only one of the 2 legs that is can be moved. So that's why I'm trying to, well, I'm going to put it there. But yeah, the never force, that's the best way to do it, is literally a little bit of hot water, and it will be released very easily. I mean, better not force it, otherwise you will break the toy. And that brings us to our last one. So once again, you've got the same back but different color, and you've got the Yip Yip Martians. I like the fact that it's a twin pack. Because of course, I mean, let's face it, the Yip Yip Martians don't really have a lot of articulation, because they are just literally hand puppets, which are almost like a glove puppet. Oh, I just noticed. Basically, those really get fun once you get them out of the packaging. That's why I went, oh, because there is something quite fun. There is actually a mechanism on those. So basically we're going to put the two Yip Yip Martians. So basically you've got two stands. One is going, so this is one of the Yip Yip Martian, so, and the second one here. So you've got, they are the same size, but one you can put higher than the other, I think. So let's try and see how that works. The great thing about those Yip Yip Martians is that they actually have a mechanism to make them go up, yep, 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 yep. And you can actually do both at the same time. Yep, 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 yep. So basically there is a lever in the back. And those are absolutely fantastic. I absolutely adore them. So they are the less articulated figures of the line of the wave, but I think they're probably the most fun of them. I mean, I could do the yip 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 thing forever. But anyways, that's all we've got today. So it's Sesame Street Wave 1 from Super7 in their reaction collection, and you do have the Yip Yip Martians, and you do have the Fun Count, and we do have Ernie and Bert. So that's the four. They've already announced there's going to be a second wave. I haven't seen yet what's in the second wave, but I'm hoping we'll have more characters. That Oscar the Grouch, probably the Cookie Monster would be great. A big bird would be fantastic, but I'm not sure that they would do a big bird because, well, it's a big bird. And here you go. But they're really good fun. They're available now, and I'm still laughing at those Yip Yip Martians because they are really fantastic. So we'll speak again soon. Bye.